Hey guys, this is Ray, owner of DRP Motorsports. Welcome back to the shop. And as you can see behind me, we've got our 24 Mustang here once again. And that is the topic of today's video. And today I want to discuss once again where we are at with custom tuning, performance parts, what you can, what you can't do with your 24 or newer Mustang, because matter of fact, you can order a 25 model now. Last video I did on this topic was back in January, I believe. And, we were just kind of getting into what was available. Whipple had just released their Supercharger kits for the S650 Mustangs with the Coyotes. Um, that's still in place, but, there wasn't a lot you could do back then, and there's still not a lot that you can do currently, but there are more things on the market. So let's talk about it. So, what can you do? Well, like our car, you can put on a Catback exhaust on it. We've got a Corsa on this one. I've got some videos out there. You can see what we put on it, how it sounds. Sound clip, cold start in this video as well as a drive-by. But you can put on a Catback exhaust. All the major brands offer a Catback for the 24 newer Mustangs now. We've got Corsa and Borla on our website now. There's other brands available, but we just primarily sell Corsa and Borla. You can put aftermarket air filters on. That helps a little bit with flow. Not a big difference, but same with catbacks. We did pick up a little bit of power by installing the catback on this car. Aftermarket air filters, intake setups. You can get a ported intake manifold. As far as things that you can do naturally aspirated or NA as we call it, you can put on long tube headers. So induction mods, exhaust mods, they help a little bit. Not a great big deal because we're missing the big piece of the puzzle, which is custom tuning for these NA cars like mine. You can change. We've discovered that you can change fuel blends slightly. So obviously you want to run 93 octane if you want to get peak performance with the factory tune. You can run up to about an E30 blend from what we have discovered. The factory tuning ECM has the ability to adapt up to about an E30 blend. Beyond that, it just simply won't compensate enough enrichment through the fuel trims to be able to run more than that safely. So, but you can run an E20, E30 blend if you can blend fuels or buy that blend out of the pump somewhere. And it might pick up a little bit more power versus 93, but it's not a great big drastic difference. Still, once again, you need that custom tuning aspect to really pick up any power gains with a change in fuel blend or even octane for that matter with something like boost tank. Forced induction. We've had options, like I said, since the first of the year. Whipple came out with their Supercharger kit first. Other ones were sitting ready, but they didn't have access to the tuning. Whipple had worked something out with Ford, and they had access to be able to tune the cars for a Supercharger. So Whipple got that to the market first. Make a great product. We are a Whipple dealer. You can make, round 700 wheel horsepower with a stage 1 kit, a little bit more with a stage 2 kit. The stage 1 kits, you can get a warranty with them, which is nice. But that's all it was for a little while up until recently. Roush has gotten access to tuning, so they released their version of a Supercharger kit, which is basically the old VMP Odin Supercharger that we're quite familiar with. It's made by Magnuson. It's just rebranded and sold through Roush for the 24s and newers. It's a great performance supercharger. I think the launch edition kit, which is available right now, which is basically like your entry level kit, entry level power level. They don't have an upper stage kit marketed just yet, but the Roush kit is available, and it does offer basically the same power as does the Whipple. I know there's a lot of stuff posted on social media right now, and it's basically like a horsepower war right now going on between Whipple and Roush with their entry level kits. But there's not a big difference between the two. I mean, you can split hairs if you want to, but basically you're coming in somewhere around that 12 psi range, and the power levels are basically the same between the two superchargers, in my opinion. But one thing that is notable, and I'll discuss this difference right now, is the design of the Roush supercharger with the 2650 Eaton rotors inside of it gives a little more whine. So if you're looking for that audible sound when you go into boost with a supercharger, the Roush has that and has a very good sound to it. The Whipple has some sound, and you can get an open air box kit for them that enables you to hear the sound a little more. But the Roush does, in my opinion, have a little more sound than does the Whipple kit. Now, I'm not saying the Roush is a better kit than the Whipple kit. I'm not going to pick sides there. I will say this, just on paper, the Whipple kit is a 3-liter supercharger versus the 2.65 liter of the Roush kit. So on paper, when we do have custom tuning, when you do, you have the ability to get probably more airflow out of that 3-liter Whipple than you would be the Roush unit once you start really going down in pulley sizes and trying to get the most out of it. But again, you really need custom tuning to do that, and we're not there just yet. Helion has a twin turbo kit already on the market. You can buy it, but without custom tuning, you really can't do a lot with it. But it's on the market, ready to go, and so does ProCharger. They have a kit that's already been designed, and they've got its. You can see it as well. I'm sure ESS and some of the other ones are probably sitting on the waiting, ready to go as well. But all those guys outside of Whipple and Roush are waiting for the custom tuning aspect. And so all of us with naturally aspirated setups. Not everybody can afford a $9,000+ supercharger, not to mention what it costs to have it installed. That's not for everybody, of course. And most guys are probably going to opt to try to mod their cars naturally aspirated because it's much more affordable. You don't get the power, of course, as you would boosted, but I mean, if everything comes into play, you'll be able to pick up, a decent amount of power between, custom tuning and bolt-on mods. Where are we at with custom tuning? And that's one reason why I decided to go ahead and do a video right now, because I think we're really, 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 really close to custom tuning coming out. I deal with a lot of tuning companies, and I have a lot of talk with representatives. I'm not going to call any names right now because I don't want to I don't want to upset anybody's marketing department because they've trusted me with some information that's kind of proprietary. And but I will say this, that there is a tuning software manufacturer that their representatives have told me that as of right now, their number one focus is the 24 Mustang and cracking the custom tuning on these cars. So what does that tell me? When they tell me that all their focus is on this, that tells me that they are close, that they have a high degree of confidence that when they put all their resources into it, that they're going to be able to conquer it and achieve the goal that they want to achieve. So, big manufacturer's not going to tie up their engineers into something if they know they're not about to get it, because time is money. So when they tell me that all the chips are in on these right now, and I say right now, that tells me that they're very close, and I think custom tuning is about to come out. I can't say when. I don't know when. Nobody's told me a date, but just based upon what my representatives have told me, plus some online chatter from some reliable sources, makes me think that they know how to crack these things, and it's just a matter of perfecting it, and it's going to come out here very, very shortly. So that's really encouraging, really exciting, guys. just as soon as we get access to be able to custom tune this car, it's going to be sitting on this chassis dyno right here. We're going to be testing things. We're going to be, seeing what, as of right now, I haven't put long tube headers on this car. It does have a catback on it, does have K&N air filters on it, but that's it. And the goal is to see how much power we can increase out of this thing with custom tuning the way it sits right now. Then we might do long tube headers. Then we might do E85, and then eventually, do some boosted setups and custom tune those as well. I know a lot of you guys like the sound of a ghost cam tune. Obviously, we're going to perfect that on the 24 Mustangs, and we'll have a ghost cam tune option as well. So I think that'll be really cool. So, guys, it's looking up. We're really excited about what may be about to hit the market here shortly. So, stay tuned. Follow along with us. We're not a big shop, but we know what's going on, and we're going to make some noise, I think, here really, really soon. And I also say this. This same tuning software manufacturer is going to be doing some updates to their software here for too much longer. That's going to allow some really cool features as well. That some of the well, I'll just say this: there's going to be some new features coming out very soon, and that's going to be really, really exciting when that comes to market as well. We're really proud to work with this software manufacturer, and pretty much it's our bread and butter. And I think things is just looking really up for the 24 and newer Mustangs, as well as anything 24 plus F-150s, anything EcoBoost, Explorers, you name it. Anything that's been locked down by the security protocols that's been placed on the new MG1 ECM units, I think they've got a way to get around that now. And I think you're going to see something come out very soon. So as always, guys, thank you for following along. God bless each and every one of you, and we'll see you again soon.